Welcome to this webinar. In this session we will talk about life in Medellin. Welcome to Medellin. Basic Information Guide. Inverted question mark. Where is it located? Medellin, capital of Antioquia Department, has a pleasant climate of around 25 degrees Celsius, offers modern transport systems like metro and metro cable and efficient infrastructure which has allowed it to host world-class events such as OAS and IDB meetings. Located in a valley surrounded by mountains, this city is always friendly to visitors. Also known as the City of Eternal Spring due to its pleasant weather, is a vibrant, dynamic city and the perfect example of reinvention. As it is well known, in the 80s, Pablo Escobar used to rule the city. Nowadays, the city is completely different and the local governments have implemented several social and cultural programs as well as many investments in infrastructure that gave the city in 2013 the award of the most innovative city. Climate. Medellin features a tropical rainforest climate and also on a tropical monsoon climate. The average temperature is 24 degrees Celsius. December, January, June and July are the driest months. September, October and November are the rainiest months. Even there are some climate tendencies during the year. It is important to consider that according to the city's geography, climate could be very variable in all months. Anyway, it's highly recommended to have jackets and sweaters especially during the night. Safety measures in Medellin. Medellin is no more dangerous for a tourist than any other major city. Common sense and awareness are enough. Medellin is a safe city, however, you should take care of your belongings as you would do in any other big city. The most important thing to keep in mind is to not show off and avoid neighborhoods like Barrio Antioquia, La Sierra, 12 de Octubre, Castilla, Villa Hermosa and La Candelaria at night. If you are using public transportation or walking on the streets, try not to take your cell phone out or any other valuable item as there are pickpockets and robbers that you might not notice. These does not mean Medellin is unsafe, these are just general safety measure for a pleasant stay in the city. Best neighborhoods to live in Medellin are Poblado, Lollis, Belén, and Estadio. Poblado is the financial district of the city, very international and trendy. Lollis has many restaurants and small stores. Belén and Estadio are neighborhoods for locals. It is not common to see many tourists around these neighborhoods because are very residential and calm. When you walk through the streets in Medellin you will find that the most dangerous places are in the northern part of the city. The most touristic places in the city such as the city center do not represent much danger or risk during the day. You'll find a lot of police officers that will provide security to foreigners and tourists. Avoid dangerous areas. It is important to stay away from the dangerous areas especially at night. In case you go out during the day, avoid displaying valuable objects such as phones, cameras and jewelry. Be discreet with your personal belongings. In case you get assaulted, avoid resistance. This only will make the situation worse. If you are walking by yourself at night, stay away from dark streets. Try to find streets with light and people or cars passing by. Leave your passport at home. In case you need any identification document, just carry a copy of your passport. If a homeless person approaches you, asking for money or food, just keep walking and reply politely, "No thank you." Avoid walking with big amounts of money on the streets. This draws the thieves' attention and you might be a victim of assault. When you take public transport, avoid taking taxis by yourself on the streets. You can use other digital tools, apps such as Tapsi or Easy Taxi. Look out for your belongings in Metro and Metroplus. Usually this system is crowded and people can take advantage of the situation and try to steal from you without you even notice. If you decide to ride a bike as your way of transportation, carry a lock so you can secure it when you leave it somewhere on the street or in a public parking lot. Always wear a helmet and drive with precaution. When you are at home, do not open the door to strangers. If you get any suspicious phone calls, and do not provide any of your personal information. Always lock your door and windows when you go out or at nights. When you go out to have a drink, or party or any other cultural or leisure activity, remember that in crowded places like parties and festivals, you must be careful with people who get extremely close to you. They might be trying to steal your belongings from your backpack or pockets. Do not accept drinks or any other substances from strangers. In case of emergency, remain calm and call your coordinator as soon as possible. We will be available for you every time you need it. If you get the chance, go to the nearest police station you can reach, CAI, and ask for help. Do not take these recommendations as situations that happen often. They may not even happen to you. Just keep them in mind. Prevention is better than cure. Transportation in Medellin. 1. The metro system. Being in the valley of Ibarra, Medellin is surrounded by Envigado, Itagüí, Sabaneta, La Estella, and Bello. Medellin is divided into 16 communes, all of them accessible with public transportation. It is worth mentioning that Medellin is the only city in Colombia with a metro. Other means of transportation in the city are the buses, the Metro Plus, buses part of the metro system, and the metro cable cars, that connect the neighborhoods located in the highest parts of the valley with the city center, and it is also possible to take a pleasant ride to the village of Santa Elena, famous for its flower culture. To access the metro, you must register for a Civica card at the Nicia, San Antonio, Central Street, Itagüí or San Javier stations with your ID and fill out a form. To get the card is completely free and you must charge the card to use the metro. One entrance to any of the metro means of transport is 2.125 COP with the card. Without the card is 2.400 COP. 2. Taxi. In Medellin you will find plenty of taxis. For security reasons it is better to call them by phone or through smartphone apps, Tapsi or Easy Taxi. Price start with a base fare of $3.200 and the meter starts counting by distance and time. Aranco Banderazo, $3.200. Price per 78 metros, $100. Minimum journey price, $5.400. Waiting price, 60 seconds, $200. Price per hard hour, $27.000. To slash from the Aeropuerto José María Córdoba, $70.000. The final price will be displayed on the meter at the end of the trip. Unfortunately, taxi drivers have been known to use this process to overcharge foreign passengers. So if you can, verify the route with the driver first. If you are not sure how to get to your destination, use a GPS and show it to the driver. It is common to talk to taxi drivers and indicate them the route, since in Medellin the addresses are not used. It is always to indicate directions and points of references near your destination. 3. Uber. Use Uber app to order a secure private cab to take you where you need to go. In order to use Uber you need to be able to register a credit card on the app. Nowadays an Uber X is about the same price as taking a yellow cab. Some of the drivers speak a bit of English, and you pay by your registered credit card, so you don't have to worry about having change. Leisure and cultural activities in Medellin. Medellin is the second largest city of Colombia, after Bogotá, with approximately 3.5 million inhabitants. This means there are plenty of activities, museums and parks to visit. One of the places you can visit while in Medellin is the Pueblito Paisa, located on top of the Nutibara hill. You can find here a representation of Antioquan villages and an amazing viewpoint of the city. Other places to visit in Medellin are the Museo de Antioquia, Park Explorer, the Botanical Garden, Botero Square, the old neighborhood of Prado, Atanasio Girardot Sports Complex, the Museum of Modern Art, the planetarium and many library parks built in various places of the city. All these places are easily accessible by metro or buses. Medellin is known for its flower festival, celebrated every year between July and August and lasts a week. During this time, the city hosts many cultural events, being the most important ones the Parade of Antique Cars and the closing Parade of Cilantros. The cilantros are the flower growers in Santa Elena that, with natural flowers, build beautiful cilantros and carry them in their backs all the way from Santa Elena to Medellin. Where will you study? This year the Colombia 2018 program has Universidad IAFIT and Universidad Pontificia Bolivariana as hosts for the participants that will come to Medellin. Below, you will find some information about both universities, how to get there and some accommodation options that might work for you for the next 4 months you'll be here. IAFIT University. The IAFIT University is a private higher education institution founded in 1960 and has been given the institutional accreditation by the National Ministry of Education. In the facilities you'll find the Luis Echevarria Vilgas Cultural Center, Language Center, gym, sports complex, tennis courts, football fields, basketball courts and pool. The university has plenty of green spaces where you can hang out during your breaks and individual study booths inside the library. While studying in Universidad IAFIT you'll have access to all public areas. The student card will be provided by the university. You will have to pay for the material needed for the class. Universidad Pontificia Bolivariana. The UPB University is an institution created by the Catholic Church. Their main objective is to contribute to the integer education for human and social transformation of Medellin. Located in the neighborhood of Conquistadors, has access to main roads like the 70th Avenue and New Tibara Avenue. It is close to restaurants and shopping centers. As a student and member of the UPB community, you will have access to all the services of the university, gym, library, buildings, restaurants etc. The student card will be provided by the Language Center. You will have to pay for the material needed for the class. Universidad de Medellin. Universidad de Medellin was founded on February 1, 1950. It is an institution of higher education organized as a corporation. It offers mainly bachelor degrees, in a curriculum of cycles, of advanced education, non-formal education and others. It has 4 faculties that offer 17 bachelor programs and 4 technologies. As postgraduate programs UDEM offers 3 doctorates, 46 specializations and 19 master degrees. Thank you for watching this webinar and we hope you find this information useful. See you next time.